Well, we've truly gone back to the old days of YouTube, haven't we? I mean, this is strange for me to be sitting down doing a favourites video. I don't think I've ever actually, have I done one of these before? I think I may have done one of these 2014, very beginning of my channel when I was a tiny child, like 14. Hey guys, Anna is Random here, welcome back to my channel. This video is a result of my content schedule being a little bit interrupted this week. I was going to do a video kind of about my fitness journey and kind of why I enjoy weightlifting and that kind of thing and how that's transformed my life. However, I forgot that I was due on my period this week, and now I'm on it. And so yeah, that'll be a video for the future. So I've got another video that's coming on next week, and yeah, I've got a lot of video ideas, but I needed something for this week. And I was looking through some ideas of mine, and I was like, this is something we can do. So yeah, and apparently this is something people still do. I remember in kind of the beauty guru age of YouTube, everyone used to do like their monthly favourites, and I think some creators do still do that, but in terms of just life favourites, some people have been doing these types of videos, so I thought I would hop on the trend in the spirit of, is this 2016, which is the weird era I'm on my channel at the moment. But yeah, these are my current favourite things in my life at the moment that essentially help me keep my sanity to a base level, you know, so things that make my life a little bit brighter at the moment and that I use on a regular basis and that have come in handy the past few months. So yeah, I've split this up into 3 categories. We've got fitness stuff, we've got the makeup-y side of things, as always, of course, and then we've got a few fashion items, so we'll go through these. This is gonna be a casual video because this is not something, as I said, that I even used to do back in the day, so this is weird for me to be doing, and I'm still incredibly overexposed, but as I say, I apologise for that. We're getting there, okay? I'm learning about the lighting. So far, it ain't going well. But still, we're gonna get into this anyway. So yeah, if you enjoy this video, I suppose leave a like and let's get into it. So I'm gonna start off with fitness. As I said, this week's video was supposed to be about me in the gym, which has been a big part of my life, especially kind of in 2022 and so far this year. So the first thing I want to talk about is something I actually bought in 2021, which is right here. I've got a pile of things you can't see on my bed, but this is my Lean with Lily Sabri on YouTube, if you guys don't already know. This is her adjustable resistance band. As I say, I bought this in 2021 when I first started like consistently properly working out. I started doing more exercise in 2020, but in terms of doing it consistently, I started doing this in 2021, and she was the main creator that I found through Linda's son, which I'm sure is how a lot of you guys found her channel. It's still going strong, which is ironic for me to say because it's a resistance band, but it's a very good quality resistance band at the moment, because I used to do a lot of Pilates, which is kind of what she's qualified in and what she's kind of known for, so that's what I was doing a lot in 2021, and I've started doing a little bit more of it now, but I mainly use these for my weighted glute bridges at the gym. I've started to integrate some different glute exercises into my workouts, into my leg days, so this has come back in handy, and is definitely good for adding that extra burn. But yeah, I'm glad this is still going. The drawstring bag it comes in, good quality little canvas bag. The drawstring, I mean, this was partially my fault. It's kind of, it doesn't tighten the same way anymore. I think I can't remember how it happened, but it kind of broke and then half of it got lost and I had to find it again and tie it, and so now it doesn't tie the same, but I think that was partially my fault. But the band itself, which is the main product obviously, is still very good, and I would really recommend anyone get one of these if you don't already, because they're really helpful for leg days and Pilates and all these good things. And yeah, everyone should own a good quality resistance band, and obviously these are what she was kind of first known for in her product line. I'm gonna mention what another one of her products in a little bit, but yeah, I just wanted to start off with this because I've been using it for a while, started using it again, and it's really good. So moving on. Going with the band theme, in terms of my, and by that I mean resistance band, not Spotify. But this is my long band, which is from Decathlon. It's a sports shop in the UK. You guys, there used to be one in Bolton, a big one. There isn't anymore. It's a Wix now. But anyway, I use this to warm up on my upper body days. They're really good to warm up with. Just wanted to mention this because, as I say, it's been very useful so far. It looks very weird. Kind of wobbling it around. This has been great. I had this for a while now. It kind of speeds up my warm-up process because I get a good burn in with these. They kind of really do help to get the muscles going. So yeah, this is another favourite of mine. Moving on, this looks so weird. So the last item in the fitness section of this video is vegan protein powder, specifically chocolate flavour. I'm a big sweet tooth, and honestly finding vegan protein powder that I liked was a bit of a journey, but the two that I can recommend at the moment are either the Lean with Lily flavour, said I was going to mention her again, it's either the Lean with Lily, the chocolate protein powder, or any of the plant proteins from PhD Nutrition. I don't know if anyone outside the UK has that. I usually get it from Holland & Barrett. Any of their flavours are nice, to be honest. The strawberry one, the salted caramel one, and the chocolate cookie one are all great. I think I do prefer the PhD ones over the Lean, but Lean has extra superfoods in hers, so depending on which one you want. The PhD one is slightly cheaper depending on when you get it. It tends to be around 16 quid, whereas the Lean with Lily goes for about 20 quid. Why protein powders are so much money, I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's probably to do with the production and just kind of the ingredients and whatever, but they are so expensive. Doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I just wanted to mention those because obviously it's really good to get your protein in when you're training heavily with weights like I am. So yeah, moving on to makeup. So I'm gonna try and go in like kind of thing I've had for the longest to thing I've had like most recently, I think, if I can, because some of these I got kind of at the same time. The first one I want to mention is this little brush. Can you see this? I'm gonna do the old school thing of like this so you can see. It's a little eyeliner brush that I got from Superdrug, I think. It's QVS Pro Edition. It came with this and then a like lash spoolie which I use to put my castor oil on my eyelashes at night. That's another thing for another video, I suppose. But yeah, this is again old school with this whole video is a throwback, but this is like there's all of the things so you can see how tiny the eyeliner brush is. If you've noticed, the past kind of year or so, my style of how I do my makeup has changed quite a lot, which you're going to find out more of in Playing in Politics, my makeup and education about politics series, which will be coming soon. I swear, content. I've got so much content to put out. Anyway, I'm in the process of doing the research for that at the moment, so rest assured that is coming. But this is going to be featured a lot in those videos, and so basically I used to use occasionally, very occasionally, the liquid eyeliner pen from Makeup Revolution, kind of the rose gold one. Used to use that very occasionally because I used to get really nervous doing liquid eyeliner, and then I discovered just doing eyeliner with eyeshadow with a bigger angled brush that I have that I don't really use that much anymore. But then I got this, let's say, with a set, and I thought this is such a cool little tiny brush. I'm sure this is going to be so much easier to do my eyeliner with, and it is. And I've been using it pretty much almost every time I do my makeup ever since. You know, I mean, you can see I use it today with the red to go with my jumper, but yeah, as I say, most of the time when I do my makeup, if not every single time, I will use this brush to do some sort of eyeliner. It's just part of my makeup now. I think it really adds a nice shape to my eyes. It's really flattering way to do my makeup compared to what I used to do. So yeah, this has been a solid favourite of mine for a long time now. I think almost a year, if not more than that at this point. But yeah, absolutely can't live without this brush. It is the best thing ever, and it needs a wash because it gets very dirty very quickly. As soon as I wash it, I start using it pretty much immediately. Because as I say, every single time I do my makeup, this comes out to do the eyeliner. It's a staple in my makeup routine now, and you're going to see way more of that in my future videos. So the next thing I want to mention is this, which is my e.l.f. putty bronzer. Now I'm sure you guys have heard about this before, again doing the thing with the e.l.f. bronzer. This is in shade Tan Lines, which is I think one of the lightest shades, if not the lightest. But I use kind of the back end of my sponge to kind of swirl it around in this and then put it on my face, which is really the most effective way I found of using it. This has been raved about. This stuff is viral for good reason. e.l.f. stuff, I mean, I probably should have mentioned as well, the red glossy lip stain from them is also a staple. I mentioned that I think in my London vlog. I'll link that up there. But yeah, this stuff is viral. pale for a good reason, okay? This is so creamy and easily blendable and just the right amount of pigment. And yeah, go grab it. The hype is real and it is worth the hype. This stuff is amazing. It's like a dupe for so many other cream bronzers out there, and it's only, I think, £6 for a little tub, but I haven't run out yet. I think I maybe got it in like June. This is gonna last a long time, and yeah, can't fault this. Love it, really love it, and it's not too dark or orange on my skin tone either, with me being very pale. It's the perfect colour, and yeah, can't rave about this enough. Go get it. Going back to the eyeliner thing as well, I've wanted like blue eyeshadow for a long time. Little backstory, I used to do dance shows when I was little. In the early 2000s, there used to be like this blue, I think it was a glitter eyeliner from Claire's that everybody used to use. I used to get really jealous because I thought it looked really cool, and I finally got my hands on some blue eyeshadow, which is this little palette from I think it's Love, is it, by Revolution. They're like cheap range where everything's like under £5 or something. And yeah, this palette, I got it, was it September, I think, maybe? This is the Manifest palette. As you see, it's got a great big blue thing at the top with a more sort of base shade, and then it's got like a darker blue, like a bronzy shade. It's got like a duochrome kind of white and pink one as well, and like a more kind of a purple shade as well. It's really not reflecting that. There you go. That's what it looks like. This was maybe £3 and is so handy. I have never had a bad experience with eyeshadows from any of Revolution's brands, and this one is no exception. I love the fact that this shimmery blue is one of the big ones, because it is a stunning colour, and it's, I mean, I'm gonna swatch it. This is like so throwback 2016. I mean, even that's like 3 swipes, look at that, and then doing this. Again, it's overexposed, so you probably can't see, but I mean, come on. This was £3. 3 whole pounds. This was 3 whole pounds, and you're getting this for £3. This kind of quality for £3, you know. So if you want to go, I think they got, again, this was from Superdrug, I think, is the only place that carries these. I think I've got a smudge now. But this, I think, again, was from Superdrug. Everything in this range is like £3. I can't attest to anything else in the range, really. But this, as I say, £3, incredible quality, and really good for travel. I've travelled a few times with this now, but yeah, this, can't fault it. Bloody love it. Very convenient, and as I say, this blue is perfect to use with this. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Sticking with eyes for a second, mascara has been a tricky one for me the past few months. I've got like 3 on the go at the moment, which I know is not really that great, but so far my 2 favourites out of those are this one, which I got in my Manchester vlog when I went to the Christmas market. So if you guys have been around since November, you know that video. And I put in the caption, I remember I was like, is this worth the hype? Let's see if this is worth the hype. This is worth the hype. Okay, this is worth the hype. I have to be honest, the first couple of times I used it, it didn't come off very easily. I don't know what happened. If for some reason it was like smudging everywhere when I was trying to take it off, but then I used it a couple more times and it was fine. So don't know what happened with that. I think it's just like when you first use a mascara and it's still like very fresh and really wet, you've just got to let it do its thing, kind of work up to its kind of full potential, and this is what you're going to do with this. But once it gets there, and I've got it on today, you probably can't really tell that much because, again, lighting. But still, this is obviously, if you can see it, I mean, we all know what that says, even though it's the gleaming thing. But this is obviously the Maybelline Sky High mascara. This is the Cosmic Black one, which is black. It doesn't lie. But it's like, if this is black, then what's the other one like? Is the other one grey? What's going on? You know what I mean? That was the other one falling over, by the way. But yeah, this is the limited edition Cosmic Black colour. I don't know why it's only limited edition. Again, why? Why? Just make the other one this colour. I suppose this is limited. I don't understand it. Maybelline, sort yourself out. Anyway, this obviously is TikTok sensation from the summer, really, when it came out, and has remained so ever since, and for good reason. I honestly, this stuff has saved me. It's expensive. It's like 11 quid, but it's good. It's worth every it's worth every pound. It's worth everything, because it is really, really good. I've heard some people say that it like smudges on them. Haven't had that issue with this. I think perhaps it just takes a while to dry, I don't know. But again, I haven't really noticed any issues with it. This is, as I say, worth the hype, same as the e.l.f. bronzer. Worth the hype, worth the hype, worth the hype. I thought I was gonna have a problem with like the flexible brush, because it is, as we know, quite bendy, but I really found that really helps to get all the lashes and just avoids it getting kind of smudged everywhere, like, you know, on your lid and stuff, because it's more flexible. It just kind of grips the lashes instead of it being really stiff and just getting it everywhere. I really haven't had a problem with this and when it comes to that, because the wand is so bendy. So 10 out of 10, will be buying this again. Probably not in the cosmic black, because as I say, this was a limited edition thing. Don't know how limited, but that's what it said. So but yeah, we'll definitely be purchasing the Sky High again. Like the elf bronzer, like I said, worth the hype. TikTok did not lie for once when it comes to lashes. If you know, you know. I know I'm not wearing false lashes today. I swear I'm not. That's all I'm wearing. Okay, and that's all anyone should ever wear. Not that I'm sponsored at all, but if you know, you know. But this does not need false lashes. Okay, this gives results all on its own, Michaela. Anyway, moving on to the other mascara I wanted to mention is again from Superdrug. I'm not sponsored by anything, but I get a lot of stuff from Superdrug. This is the Bourjois Ultra Mascara. It's the twisty one. So at the top here you have twists. For, I think this is because it has two sets, so this is okay, so that's the volume brush to like add volume. This is like supposed to be the second step, and then just watch this as I twist the brush. It grows and then it shrinks. Do you see what's happening here? Do you see this? Okay, so this is supposed to be the first step, which is supposed to add length to your lashes, and then you twist it down and that adds volume. So this tends to be on days when I want something a little bit more natural compared to this, which is a lot more sort of false lash effect type deal. Both are very pretty, both are great. I didn't know what to think about this one. Thinking about the packaging, I was like, this sounds cool, but it had some good reviews and it said it wasn't a gimmick, and they're alright, this is not a gimmick, this does work. And it's quite a good mascara. Again, same as this one, lasts very well, doesn't flake, doesn't smudge, doesn't do anything like that, and it's a cool concept and I like it and it works. So if you want something a little bit, I can't actually remember how much this was, whether it was the same as this or not, I don't know. Twistable mascara from Bourjois. Hang on, this is what it looks like. Keep forgetting to do it, old school. Yeah, this is what it looks like. You can get Bourjois now, it's a French brand, obviously. You can get it from Superdrug again, which is great because it's a great brand. And yeah, moving on. So the last product I wanted to mention in this little section was this. This is the Collection Hydrate Serum Foundation. I think again from Superdrug. This is because I've been trying to not wear that much foundation, but if I do, then I wanted it to be a little bit kinder to my skin, you know. I didn't necessarily want it to clog my pores or anything, and this has skincare in it. It has vitamin E and vitamin B5, and it even says at the top, skincare meets makeup with our serum foundation. This is obviously very cheap because it's Collection. If you guys are in the UK, you know it's a cheap brand. Can't remember how much it was probably about £7, I think. And so far this has been a really nice foundation. It's a little bit pale, which you'd think wouldn't be a problem for me, but I've been using the L'Oreal the water cream CC cream for a while, especially in the summer when I want something a bit lighter that's a bit more sort of has a bit more colour to it. But I thought, but that got a bit old and I needed to replace it, hence why I got this. And I thought, okay, I want something a little bit more light that's not necessarily really heavy. I was gonna get the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear, because that's one that I've had before that I've really enjoyed, but I thought, oh, well, something a bit cheaper that's perhaps a bit lighter, so this is what I went for. And as I say, so far it has not let me down. It doesn't really exaggerate any dry patches that I have, because at the moment it's winter and obviously everyone's skin's drying up and shriveling up. So this has been very good for that. I felt that I have actually found that it's helped my skin when I've worn it afterwards. I've noticed a difference, so you know, it wears very well. And yeah, don't have anything bad to say. It's good coverage. It's, as I say, a little bit pale for me. I think I might go with the shade beneath this next time, because I do have to put a lot of bronzer on when I wear this. But so far this has been a good pick, and we'll definitely be buying this again, just probably not in extra fair, which is what it's in at the moment. I'm not wearing it today. I don't wear it every day. If I'm going out to a big thing and I want to do a full face of makeup, this is what I'll wear. As I say, this is the foundation I've been using at the moment and I've been really loving. So again, not sponsored. This is what it looks like. Just again, Collection Serum Foundation. Moving on. So moving on to fashion. Now, you probably can't tell by what I'm wearing today, but I'm a little bit of a fashion girly, especially in the past few months, and kind of last year and this year so far, I've been trying to really pay more attention to what I like wearing, kind of what my style is. I'm really trying to find that and feel more comfortable and a little bit more creative with what I'm wearing, instead of just wearing the same things I've worn for years now. Stepping out of my comfort zone, especially with kind of like the Y2K and like the early 2000s fashion coming back, you know, it's really igniting my inner child. If you guys didn't know, originally when I was really young, I wanted to be a fashion designer. That's what I wanted, and unfortunately that dream did not prove that realistic when I first started high school and realised I can't really use the sewing machine that well. They run away with me, they scare me. Perhaps if I tried again now, being 22, I probably would do a better job, but 12-year-old me was lost. Anyway, then I switched over to graphic design, but my love for fashion has never really died, so now I'm trying to sort of get back to that with my sort of inner child healing journey that I'm on at the moment in general as well. I'm sure I'm gonna make a video about this at some point, of my relationship with fashion a little bit more. I'll probably do like outfit ideas and whatever, especially on my Instagram as well. I really want to try and do more of that over there. But yeah, so moving on to kind of my favourite products at the moment, things that I've been discovering again and wearing a lot. This is the first thing I want to mention. It was just on my desk here, but this is a bracelet that I've had since I was young. It's like a little blue bracelet. I've been wearing a lot more blue recently, or like a lot more things that kind of go with this bracelet for some reason. I've just been reaching for it. As you can see, it's got kind of blue beads on it, silver diamante type things with little, I think these are technically chakra beads, but yeah, anyway. This, I don't know, I don't actually really know when I got this bracelet, to be honest. I can't remember. I've had it for years and years and years. As I say, I've been reaching for it quite a lot. If you guys don't know me, I'm a Christian. Like, my relationship with God is very, very strong, and I'm quite a spiritual person, so anything at all that's to do with connecting to that, you know, I'm all about. So I guess that's why the chakra bead thing kind of apologies. I guess that's why I was kind of drawn to that, but that's not really like a Christian symbol, so it's not really that significant. But anything, as I say, to do with my spiritual side is really important to me, so I think that's why I was drawn to this. But I've just been wearing it more, and I think it's a really nice little accessory. I've just been trying to wear more jewellery in general. Got this little thing on today, which I got as a present years ago. But yeah, I've just been trying to wear more jewellery and really think about how to elevate outfits with accessories. Again, I'll do a whole video about this. I'll do more fashion content in the future, but I just wanted to add a bit of context to this. So that's the first item. The second one I wanted to mention, I've been doing a lot more with layers in terms of what I wear at the moment, instead of just whacking the same old jumpers on that I normally do. As I say, we're trying to really think more about what I wear and how I can utilize items from previous seasons and make them into warmer outfits. So in the spirit of that, this is a little crop turtleneck from Primark that I've been wearing recently underneath stuff as a layering piece. As I said, it's been really cute to wear it. Kind of gives a 90s vibe to things, which I'm all about. So that aesthetic, as well as like the Y2K kind of movement. So a little context about my relationship with fashion at the moment. This is from the Primark Cares range, which is technically supposed to be kind of their more sustainable range, which means that they're sourcing their cotton from more sustainable sources. I have seen stuff that basically proves that this is all kind of greenwashing. Same with a lot of other high street brands that try and claim that their sustainable ranges are, you know, them trying to be better, which I don't deny that they probably are to a certain extent, but like the percentages that they're giving aren't always very accurate. They don't really always follow through with their intentions, you know, it's a little bit of like a fashion statement, you know, in that context. But still, whenever I can, because obviously unfortunately I'm not in the position where I can be really supporting properly sustainable brands at the moment. I have been going to charity shops a lot more, and more sort of vintage shops like Blue Rinse in Manchester. I've mentioned that a couple of times on vlogs, and I love them. I love what they do because they rework old pieces, and they're just a great shop. And other places like that are definitely a lot more committed at their core to sustainability. I've been trying to do a lot more of that, as well as just trying to consume less in general. But when it comes to fast fashion, I'm definitely hard against that. You know, seeing a lot of people still do like the Shein hauls when we know so much about how terrible their ethics are is quite honestly quite heartbreaking. to be honest. And I don't really watch a lot of like even hauls from Primark or anything at the moment, because as much as, you know, I do shop there occasionally, I always make sure that it is these like white label items, and even though it is greenwashing, I do try and shop just purely from those ranges and nothing else. So if I am supporting them, at least it encourages them to commit perhaps more to their sustainable ranges instead of their non-sustainable ranges. Am I making sense? I hope that I am, and again, I'm probably going to do a whole video on that whole thing, but just a little bit of context in there. But yeah, as I say, this piece is really helpful under certain tops that perhaps I'd wear in other seasons, but to warm them up, this has actually been really nice as underneath stuff. It's actually really surprisingly warm, even though it only comes to about here because it is quite cropped, but other than that, been really helpful. Moving on. Actually, another thing from Primark, and again, white labeled, this actually goes back to my fitness thing at the beginning because I've been wearing these to the gym. These are some purple sweatpants that I got, again, from Primark, which I think were £7, I think, but these are really great to wear, as I say, to the gym, and I've been wearing them over the top of my leggings just to warm myself up because I have to walk to the gym, you see, and they'd help in the winter months when perhaps I don't want to just wear my sports bra and my leggings like I would if it was warmer. So staple, very warm, very comfortable, not too loose, not too tight, perfect fit. Moving on. And the final item of this video, again tying into like the layering thing, is these leg warmers, which I have had since 2016. I was in a production of Cats back in 2016. No one's been here for that long, I don't think, but if you have, I may have mentioned it in a very old video, but yeah, I was in a production of Cats with a youth drama group that I was in at the time, and I actually bought these for that production. Cats the musical, you know, leg warmers and arm warmers are a big part of the costume, so that's why I bought these. I didn't actually end up wearing these, I don't think. I wore like some grey ones instead, I think, that kind of went around my dress shoes at the time. But as I say, these have actually come in very handy recently over my shoes if I want to wear a skirt but I don't want to be freezing. I wear some tights from Primark that have like warm and cool technologies in them, so they help keep me warm anyway, but these just help on the lower half of my leg just to keep me extra warm, and they look really cute because obviously with the Y2K styles coming back in, you know, leg warmers like these over boots and shoes or whatever is actually quite trendy right now, so I've been sticking with the trends but also making sure to keep warm. So these have been great, even though I didn't really use them a lot at the time. I have been using them recently. I found them again, I was like, perfect, I can wear these. Just wanted to mention those. And that is the end of the video. And so yeah, this was a bit of a weird one. I know we haven't really done these types of videos in years, but I thought I need a video for this week, and I thought, hey, let's do this because I know it'd be nice for the algorithm and hopefully fun for you guys to watch. I hope that it was. Please say that it was. But yeah, next week's video is going to be a vlog of me seeing Dan Howell actually in Cambridge. I'm going to see his We're All Doomed tour on Saturday, so that's gonna be fun to vlog. And yeah, but in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more of my videos. Also make sure to follow me on all my social media, names which will be as always at the end of this video, and as always my businesses are in the description. And I will see you guys in the next one.